Okay, so we said we were going to get it uncovered, and here it is. This is my custom 250-gallon reverse flow smoker. We got the main chamber right here. I got a 1/4-inch steel. This is all custom built. You know what? We're going to do some good stuff today. We're going to do some pulled pork. We're going to do baby back ribs. I got some St. Louis ribs. We're using my custom rubs on everything. And I got something really special. I made some pastrami bacon. It's been curing for about 7 days. I dried it off 2 days ago. So we got a nice pellicle forming on it. We're gonna crust it up. We're gonna smoke it to about 160 or so. We're gonna pull it, cool it down, do thick slice, sear it off, serve it with some creamy polenta, and I've made some pickled onions. It's gonna be a great Father's Day weekend this weekend for sure. So I got kindling and oak today. We're gonna start with that. So I just take this in here, and we just let this kindling get going. So now that draw is starting to go, I'm gonna leave this open just a little bit to really get that draw going. We'll heat up our chamber. We're gonna go prep our meat, and we'll see you in a few minutes. So we got some beautiful St. Louis ribs. We got some baby back ribs. I'm gonna use one of those funky, membrane pullers. I call them fingers. But you use what works for you. You know what? There's no issues with that. So I'm gonna work a little bit in a tray here. I'm gonna use a little spicy mustard as a binder. You lose this anyway. I didn't have the other stuff. I just want a little bit just to get my my rub sticking. All right. So we're gonna come in here. These are bone-in pork butts. I'm gonna start with those. I'm gonna work in the tray first, just so I don't want the juice going everywhere. Yeah, I'm sure Goldie would like that. We got my sidekick down here walking around. All right, so we got our pork butts. We're gonna dry them off. Got a piece of flap of that right here. I'm gonna take that piece off. And not a big fat cap on these. Usually I would score these fat caps, but these things are in pretty good shape. I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of mustard, not much here. How's our smoke going? No, we're still way too white. Don't go throwing your meat on when your smoke is that white. That's the one thing I don't understand, and maybe some of you pellet guys can explain it to me, because you're using raw wood and getting that white smoke, and I've grown up using these, and we wait until we get that thin blue smoke before we cook. All right, so I'm gonna come in here with my rub. I'm gonna go liberally on. This is one of my homemade rubs. We're packaging these now. We're gonna be in the stores soon. Go to my website, check it out. We have some artisan rubs, and we have some basic stuff. We have some live fire compositions. We have all kinds of good stuff out there. So here we go. And this is my pork rub. This is basically my low and slow rub. We're gonna just set this aside for now. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna work our baby backs first. Goldie's saying hi over there. All right. So again, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Now, a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. I find it best, just get a little piece of towel, paper towel, start it, get your finger in there, okay? And then just work it both ways. They come right off, okay? So I don't find the need for all those tools. I'm not knocking anybody that wants to use them. I just find it easy to do it this way, all right? So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna use just a little bit of binder here. I don't use a lot, just that little bit, just to come in here to all my different ribs. Now what I am gonna do, I got 2 different rubs here. I got one is a little sweeter than the other, so I'm gonna mix them in. So the ones that are gonna go with the same flavor profile, I'm gonna use there. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do a couple regular ribs. Again, I'm not using a lot. I know this, and maybe I'm unorthodox. Maybe I won't sell as much product, but man, I'm a firm believer of less is more. You know, I just want a little bit of that flavor in there. I don't need it to dominate. You know, I baste my ribs as I cook. Talk about basting. Do you guys baste? Who bastes? Who doesn't baste? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Personally, I use apple cider with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So, got two different rubs going here. This one's a little sweeter. I'm doing those on the St. Louis because personally, I like the St. Louis. We're at 225 right here. This one's just over 200, so it's getting there. But I have that 1/4-inch steel runs all the way across. So once that thing gets to temperature, man, this thing holds solid. That cap up on these. And you know what? I know everybody's all about stick your thermometer in there, let it go. I don't need to measure these yet. I know by looking, I know by feel. I will temp them later, after the stall, but you know what? It's 7:30 in the morning right now. I don't need to check temperature on those pork butts till at least 5, 6 o'clock tonight. All right, so now this went through a 7-day brine. So if you feel it, it's a little tacky, okay, but it's nice and dry, okay? I don't need this rack anymore. I am gonna rub it with my mustard, okay, and then I have my own homemade pastrami rub. Heavy on the coriander, black pepper, you know, those are your dominant ingredients. We want a nice thick coating on this, and we're gonna actually let this sit for a little bit before we put it on the smoker. We want these, oh my gosh, this rub smells amazing, okay? Okay, we're gonna really come in here, make sure we're all covered. You guys ever make pastrami? Check out my website. I got a couple of cure recipes on there. Got a recipe to my rub also. They're free to download, or you can actually join my chef recipes also. I got over 80 of my restaurant recipes. They're awesome, awesome recipes. Not the stuff you're normally gonna find. Really cool stuff, gives you access. You can download them at any time. All right, so that's what we wanna do with that. Now you see this coriander on here. You got really nice coriander. So we're gonna just kind of let this absorb in a little bit. We're gonna give it about 5-10 minutes before we put it on the smoker. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. That rub has really bound to that pork. And where am I gonna do this one? I think I'm gonna do this one kind of in the middle. I think we're gonna do it right there. We're gonna go right here with this guy. So this is how we begin. Happy Father's Day to me and to all you dads out there. This was my dream smoker. I built it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for following along. Please share my channel if you like what you're if you like what you're seeing. Yeah, I try to do things a little bit differently. The live fire cooking, the Santa Maria, everything I cook on for the most part, I build myself. I mean, yeah, I got my Weber Summit and I got gas grill and a Blackstone and all that, but I'm about to make a pizza oven. You know, we're gonna be doing some pizzas, live fire pizzas. I got a couple of other tricks up my sleeve that we're gonna be building. So thanks for following along, and I really I love all the support and the following that I'm growing. Okay, here we go. We are rolling right along. We are rolling right under 225. I am going to stoke up the fire here, but before I do that, so we got the pork belly. We got the butts. See, these butts have a long way to go. And we got, oh my God, that's good. So we were talking a little bit before about wrapping the ribs. One of the things that I don't wrap my ribs, but what I do is I do baste my ribs, okay? So I do a apple cider, apple vinegar, and a little bit of my rub. And I come in here about every half hour, okay? And I just give these a good bath. So we're gonna keep like this. After about maybe 3 hours or so, I don't wrap them, but I'm gonna turn them around so I can start basting the other side. We're gonna go back in here. So I'm gonna throw some cherry on now. I have a little bit of cherry underneath, but here we go. We're gonna come in here to the fireside and we are going to keep this fire going. All right. So with that said, we're in good positioning and we're gonna get some mac and cheese going next. Stay with me. Now you get to see what this is for. So check this out. So we got 3 shelves here. And you know what's good on these shelves? Mac and cheese. So I'm gonna slide this one in. I didn't bring my rag, usually I'll pull it out, but I can slide a half pan right in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and close this and we're gonna see you in an hour. That mac and cheese is gonna be the best mac and cheese you ever had. All right, so check these things out. These things are looking sweet. We're gonna give them a little bit more baste. And I think I'm gonna pull these. I'm gonna put them in the holding box. Oh yeah, they got a nice bend to them. All right. I'm gonna check out these pork butts. Yeah, these pork butts got a while to go, as I knew they would. So we're gonna close this down. We're gonna throw a piece of wood on while we're here. And that is that. So. So it's been a great cook. The bacon came out great. We're gonna sear that off and show you how to eat it. The ribs, in my opinion, cooked to perfection. They still have some bite to them. I like that. You want falling off the bone ribs? Wrap them. Let them steam when you're done. They'll be falling off the bone. It's all up to choice. Cooking's what you like, right? And the pulled pork, this is how I like to do my pulled pork. After we get to the temperature, we bring it up to speed. We bring it to the temperature we want. I went to about 205 on mine. I wrap them and I let them sit. Look at the bark. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. But here's how you know. Here's how you know. They call it the bone pull. You want that bone to come out clean. When your bone comes out clean like that, you know you nailed it. So there you go. That is the best pulled pork you can make. So now what I do is after I shred it, I'll mix a little bit more of my seasoning in here. Oh, look at that piece of bark. It's a bone, it's not bark. You can chop it up. I have shredding tools too. It's completely up to what you want. So we're gonna unload it. Oh, it's gorgeous. The smells, the aroma. So again, we're gonna come in here. And we got the bone pull. And then we're gonna shred it up. Now I'm gonna actually serve this later, so I'm gonna cool it down. It's pretty hot right now. I'm gonna shred it up, but look at that. Oh. Oh. It is so good. Thanks for watching. Hope you picked up a few tricks and enjoy.